I film car content with Ben, who knows another guy called Ben, who knows a guy called Zach, who has a £4 million Yesco.
He's already a 10, but do you not think this car just makes him an 11? Yeah.
The big question I have had for the last 9 months is it worth it? Obviously, it's a gorgeous car and it boasts some impressive stats. Check it out.
Twin turbo V8,
1600 horsepower.
1600 horsepower, 330 mile an hour. Remember that one?
I mean, it's not official, but it will do that. And full carbon fibre. It's got real gold leaf in it. Carbon fibre wheels. £4 million. Wowzers.
Out of 150 hypercars at this event, this was the standout car. There's no doubt about it. I just struggle to comprehend how much you need as a person to warrant spending £4 million on a car. So when I say being able to afford this car, I don't mean being able to afford to buy it. There is a big difference between buying a car and being able to afford a car. I drive a £20,000 Ford Puma, which is probably the top of my budget. I could probably finance a £60,000 Alder, but if I hit one pothole, I'm done for. So how much do you need for a £4 million Yesco? Because you can't just earn £4 million in a year and drop that whole thing on a car. You've got to be able to afford petrol, insurance, security. You've also got to think about little things like someone knocking off your wind mirror. You hit one pothole in your Yesco, how much is that going to cost to replace? It's got to at least be 10% of your worth, right? That's what, £40 million you need to have before you can warrant spending it on this car. And then once you've got that, what are you actually paying for? Because surely you're not daily in this car, right? I mean, they were.
There's a Waitrose shopping bag behind passenger seat, so they just go for daily shopping it. Imagine if you get like 6, 7, 8 decent houses for the price of one.
I'm way too anxious to be able to drive this anywhere. I just think, can you imagine parking it outside Tesco and having to leave it? You know people are going to start jumping on it to take their own photos. Someone's going to try and steal it. Someone's probably going to scratch it, if anything, on purpose, just to prove a point. It stands out way too much. Also, it's not even comfortable. Check this out.
You'll be alright because you're pliable.
Yeah, you can sit. Honestly, because you just don't want to break anything. So you're just thinking, oh, I'll have 40, here's another 200 grand, here's 4 million.
Comfortable.
4.2 million. So, like, yeah, so when you're in it, obviously you don't want to wreck it, but they just treated them like, whatever, jump in it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually, the previous one that he had was actually more comfortable. Yeah, I don't think that was the world's most comfortable car, but it just looks so cool, it doesn't matter, you deal with it.
My Ford Puma, not to brag, you've got plenty of space, you've got heated seats, you've got massage seats, you've got your radio, you've got your own music. This thing, you're going to drive 15 minutes in that and get a hemorrhoid. So you can't daily it, you've not got it for comfort. What does that leave? It leaves the fun aspect. Now this car boasts the statistic of being one of the fastest hypercars ever, which is great. But when are you going to actually test that out? When are you going to be driving that fast in this car? What are you going to do? You're going to just spend what? You're going to go on one track day maybe, spin it around once and then say, okay, that's enough. Then it's going to be living in your garage for the rest of its life. Surely, how often are you going to get to utilise the full power of this car? You're not going to ever use more than 10% of its capacity, which just leaves the fact that it's fun to look at, which, don't get me wrong, it's one of the best cars I've ever seen. So then I think maybe it's an investment piece because it's not going to deplete the same way other cars do, right? So maybe you're getting it to sell it. How are you going to find someone to buy it? Who's buying this car? It's a very expensive car. I just don't see the point in it. Then you've got to think to yourself, what else could I get for £4 million? You could get a hypercar and have money left over for a pretty decent house. You could get a Ferrari F40 and a Lamborghini and a house on the side, all for the price of this one car. When you think about it like that, even if you have the money to warrant buying this car, why would you do it over all the other options that you've got? So my real question to you is, if you had the disposable money to be able to afford this car, would you buy it? Or would you buy something else? If so, what would you buy? And mainly, I just want to shoot a message straight to Zach from Zach's Garage. Now, I didn't get the chance to speak to you on that day because you were already super busy. So I just wonder, first of all, how much money do you earn to be able to afford this car? How did this come along? Secondly, is it worth it? Why is it worth it? Do you still have the car? Actually, I've got so many questions. Do you still have the car? Was it worth it? Is it worth it? What else are you driving? How do you earn money? You know, can I have some money? Do you need any like content or anything? Also, if you're still here, I just wanted to point out the very obvious that the content's changed a little bit on this channel. The reason being, our glorious host, Ben, the face of this channel, has been super busy. From the end of last year, he was setting up a new gym and he went straight from that to setting up another gym. He's fitting what normal people do in like 10 years of business. He's doing in the space of like a year. I don't know why he's got himself so busy, but he seems to be enjoying himself and he just doesn't have the time to keep up with things like this channel right now. In the future, absolutely. But whilst we wait for that opportunity to do some more filming with Ben, I thought I would fill the gap with a little bit of this more informal content.